And y'all know that we've been driving through Kentucky. And for those of you who don't know, Tennessee is underneath Kentucky. So you got Kentucky up here and you got Tennessee down here. So you drive through Kentucky and to get into Tennessee. So we done made it through Kentucky with their signs. Them scary ass signs and the no lights. But we made it. So now we're driving and we get across the border into Tennessee. Now there's this great big yellow sign. And I mean, it's huge. It's a great big sign. And it said road construction ahead. 2 miles. And it's all lit up. Got little lights flashing around it. Road construction ahead. I'm like, that's great. We got road construction. They got signs up that you can read even. So we're driving along. And we're driving. And I'm kind of watching. I get to looking down. I'm like, that's the longest 2 miles I ever did drive. So we're driving along. We're driving and driving. Y'all think I'm exaggerating, but we were still driving. We come up on Memphis. I scratch my head and I'm like, I said, Amber Dawn, did you happen to notice any construction? My daughter's very respectful. For those of you who know her, y'all know I'm lying through my teeth. But for those of you who don't, she's very respectful. She said, no, Mama, I didn't see any construction. I was like, okay. So, you know, Kentucky, they don't put up signs until the last bloody second. I'm figuring Tennessee put it up there so that someday in the near future, or the far away future, y'all see that sign, so when they start the construction, the sign's there. So someday there'll be construction there. And you can't be surprised. Unlike that little bitty sign that said left lane ends, and in 3 car lengths, there ain't no left lane. So Tennessee isn't gonna have any of that problem because their sign was great, big, and bright yellow with little flashing lights all the way around it. So there is construction somewhere in Tennessee. I don't know exactly where, but it's there. Someday, maybe. I'm telling you. So I like Tennessee's construction signs. I really do. And I don't have much else to say about Tennessee because there wasn't much in Tennessee. We didn't have any construction line problems. We didn't have any no light problems. Their roads are wide. They didn't have any hilly things. We made it through Tennessee with no problem. We even stopped and spent the night in Tennessee. We sure did. On the other side of Memphis, we stopped and spent the night. Got gas the next morning. Wasn't no problem. Now, Alabama has some strange things going on. I have to tell you. We're driving along. Now, the roads are fine. It's a nice road here in Alabama. But they put up this sign that said, road construction ahead. Left lane closed. And they gave us plenty of warning. It's like 1.5 miles, 2 miles, something like that on the sign. We had plenty of warning. So, you know, everybody was moving over. It was nice and polite. We didn't have any idiots, you know, waiting till the last bloody second. They're going to hit you or the bear, one or the other. We didn't have any of that. So we get over into the right-hand lane along with everybody else. And we're coming along and we can see the construction people up here. Now, when they say road construction, in Ohio, where we've been living for 20 years, Ohio road construction means construction on the road that you're driving on. Now, Alabama must have a different version because here's the thing. They had the left lane closed and they were very polite about it, gave us plenty of warning, didn't have any issues with that. But they ain't working on the road. They working in the grass median. Had a big truck there. They had a highway patrol out there. He was looking at people as you drive past. I waved at him with my out-of-state tags. I waved at him. He was a nice-looking man. So, Mr. Highway Patrolman, if you happen to see that, I think you're very nice-looking. You had big, wide shoulders. You was very good-looking. But anyhow, so they have this big construction truck, and there's like 10 or 12 guys around it, and they had a backhoe. And they had that big auger thing. And for those of you who don't know what an auger is, it digs holes. It goes round and round. It digs holes. But they had it off on the side in the median. But they had all the right lane closed. But they weren't doing any construction on the freeway. Wasn't any construction. It was all off into the median. So now I'm not quite sure what Alabama's rules are about road construction. But, you know, to me, road construction is you're working on the road. Not quite sure why they had the whole left lane closed for 5 miles. For that one semi-truck with its auger thing and about 10 guys standing out there looking at it. Because I'm not sure if the guy who knew how to run it was there or not. Because it wasn't doing nothing. They were all just looking at it. But that highway patrolman, he was waving to people. You know, move along type thing. He was doing more work than the guys over there in the construction that wasn't doing the construction on the road. So now that's the only thing I have to say about Alabama at the moment. But wait till I get further in, because, you know, we're coming up on, where are we coming on? Montgomery? I think we're coming up on Montgomery. So I'll let you know what traffic was like in Montgomery and see if it's anything like Kentucky. Because Kentucky is dangerous with their signs. You know, left lane ends.